Says the police have searched all over Buenos Aires. She's not in the mountain cabin? Do you think she might have left the country? All right, senor. Yes, thank you. I appreciate your help. Yes, good night. He says nobody's seen Gabrielle for weeks.
We could check with the airline.
No, they haven't left the country. The impression I got from Gabrielle's grandmother is that they were, pretty flat broke.
I'm truly sorry, Max.
Yeah, not as sorry as I am.
Can you have your coffee before going to the station?
Oh, certainly. Jose, una taza de café?
You're a very gracious man, Inspector Ramos.
Thank you.
Do you have any lie detector equipment down here?
No, none at the station.
Well, do you have any in the country? In Buenos Aires, maybe?
Why? Do you think you can prove you're telling the truth with one of these machines?
Oh, hey, no.
I'm so ashamed.
It's worth the shot.
Of course, it would not be admissible in a court of law. But if we can prove that Enrico is lying, we can also try to convince him to tell the truth. But I don't think I could count on that, senor.
At this point, Inspector, I'm willing to try about anything.
Is there any change?
Only for the better. Your wife's vital signs are definitely stronger.
Has she regained consciousness?
Well, not yet, but there's every indication that she will.
Oh, thank God. What happened? What did it?
Yeah, to be very truthful, Mr. Buchanan, I have no idea. I have no medical or scientific explanation for her progress. It is, in my opinion, nothing short of a miracle.
This isn't the kind of thing that won't last, is it? I mean, is there a chance that her condition could reverse itself and slide back as quickly as it improved?
I suppose until she regains consciousness, we shouldn't rule out any possibility, but I'm very optimistic that her improvement will continue.
Doctor, when she does come out of the coma...
There is no brain damage that we could detect.
I guess I shouldn't be asking for too many favors, but I've been so worried.
Dr. Taylor, will she regain her memory?
That's a very strong possibility.
Yeah. Right. Well, Dr. Taylor, I don't know how to thank you, and you too, Larry, for everything you guys have done.
Oh, well, believe me, I share your joy.
Gentlemen, excuse me. I just talked to one of the nurses down at the ICU. Now, is it true? Is it true? Is the nightmare really over?
Well, it might be over very soon, Tom.
Dr. Taylor, is it all right if I go and see her?
Yeah, I prefer no one visit now. I'll give us a chance to finish our tests.
I see.
I'll be in ICU. I'll keep you informed of any changes.
Thanks a lot.
I suppose you don't think I have a right to go and see her, is that it?
Tom, Dr. Taylor thinks that Vicky will regain her memory. Now, if that happens and she sees you...
Guys, I don't want to take sides here.
Oh, Larry, just tell me what's best for Vicky. Her well-being's the only thing that counts.
Tom, I don't want Vicky in the middle of some incredible problem she can't resolve right now. She cannot face this kind of pressure.
Well, Larry, listen. What happens if she doesn't get her memory back?
Then I'll get out. I'll just get out. I mean, I don't want to cause her any more confusion or suffering. She's been through enough of that already.
Excuse me.
Clint, if for some reason she doesn't regain her memory.
I said I'd find a way to deal with it, Larry, and I will. But I've got this feeling. I mean, something tells me that if Vicky has survived all of this, that she's going to remember our love for each other.
I've been so overwhelmed by all of this, I never even... Where is Joe? Surely he would be a part of this. Well, I choose life. I want that second chance. And I am willing to face whatever judgment's necessary in order to go back. I want to go back. I want to go back to my husband and my children and to everything that I hold dear on earth. It was not my time to pass on.
I'm the dark side of your mirror. I'm the keeper of your secrets. I'm the symbol of everything you fear. I'm the warehouse of your weakness. I am the ultimate test of what your soul can bear.
You have no power, Mitch Lawrence. But I will resume my life on Earth if I'm given the chance, with a new power, with the power of love and of trust, and the knowledge that they can defeat your kind, and they always will. Virgil, is that it? There can't possibly be another test for me.
That's what you think, kiddo. You're not getting out of here until we meet. Face to identical face.
Vicky Smith. You know, you never really needed me. I guess that's probably why I wasn't around very much. And my amnesia. That was a medical problem. I know that now. The aneurysm was there, and the blank was welcome, but I didn't really need it, did I?
I believe you, Victoria. Godspeed. You're free to return. Delilah, good news, incredible news. Vicky's going to be all right for sure, and Clint's so excited he can hardly talk.
Oh, that's great.
They think she'll be coming out of the coma soon, so I'm going to go to the hospital.
Oh, let's give Clint all my love, okay?
Oh, I sure will, and, tell Rafe the truth, apologize you have to, and get all those secrets behind you. As a matter of fact, you really didn't do anything terrible. You gambled your own money, you had a business lunch, and you bagged an investor. The thing is, keeping the secrets from Rafe caused all the trouble.
Thanks, Asa.
Delilah, I want to talk to you.
Rafe, please, keep cool. Listen to what your wife has to say and don't jump to any conclusions.
You want to let me handle this, Asa?
I'm just trying to help, that's all.
Sounds like you opened up more to him than you did with me.
Right, there's lots that I want to explain.
I don't want to hear any more lies. I know the truth now. Carl Mangino told me.
Who?
Does Atlantic City ring a bell? Yeah, I thought it would. Seems that you met him at the casino there while you were throwing your money at the roulette wheel with Max Holden cheering you on. Yeah, I guess you were too busy to notice old Carl.
Yeah, matter of fact, I was.
Yeah, that's what I figured. What I can't figure is why you go to Atlantic City with Holden. And what were you doing there? Were you having an affair?
Are you out of your mind? Right, how can you think that of me?
I don't know what to think anymore. Look at the facts. You tell me you're taking a trip to Jersey to see a manufacturer. You stay the night without even bothering to call. Then you drag home the next day looking like you haven't slept in a week. And then I find out that you were gambling in Atlantic City with Max Holden. Is that why you were so anxious about talking about your little trip?
Rafe, I would never be unfaithful to you. Please, you have to believe me.
Delilah, I want to believe you.
No, you just want to jump to the wrong conclusions. I thought you loved me. I thought you trusted me.
How can you talk about trust after all the lies you've told me?
Okay. I went to Atlantic City. I lost a lot of money gambling. I should have told you about it. I didn't. I made a mistake, and I'm sorry. But, God, are you satisfied?
Why was Max Holden there?
It was an accident, coincidence. He was gambling at the same casino. We were playing roulette at the same table. That's all it was. Honey, please, you have to believe me.
You had lunch with him.
It was a business lunch.
You forgot to tell me about it.
Because I didn't want to tell you about how much money I had lost. Rafe, if we were having an affair, do you think we would have gone to a public restaurant like Barry's Bar and Grill? Do you think we'd be that stupid to flaunt it like that? It was a business lunch, that's all. Please, you have to believe me.
Well, Pete and Andy think it was a lot more.
Well, I don't give a damn what Pete and Andy think.
Delilah, they suspect you of hiring an arsonist and using Max as an alibi.
That's so crazy. If I had hired an arsonist to burn down my building so I could get insurance money, I would have used you as an alibi and not Max Holden. Honey, I am sorry. I'm so sorry about this whole thing, but these accusations are absurd.
Your lies aren't helping to clear things up.
I'm telling you the truth now. I am. Please, I should have been honest with you, and I wasn't. I'm sorry.
Why weren't you? That's what I can't understand.
God, I was afraid. I was so afraid that I would lose.
You're not making any sense.
Well, let me try to explain it to you then.
No, don't. I don't want to hear anymore.
No, please, listen to me.
Now, look, I just got to be alone. I got to think this through by myself, all right?
Frank.
I can't believe you did it.
Not always the truth will set us free. Sometimes we need to be more clever.
And where did you get this stuff?
Do not ask too many questions.
Hey, I'm mighty obliged for your help, but I can never forgive myself if you got in any trouble because of me. You tell them I planned the whole thing.
Do not worry about me, senor.
You swear that I was behind this whole thing, all right? I'm in enough trouble already. A little more is not going to hurt it.
I washed the caps and the coffee pot, and they will have no proof they were drugged.
They're going to have a good idea when they wake up and find out I'm gone.
Oh, do you call the airline?
Yeah, the plane takes off in about an hour. Oh, and could you please talk to Gabriel Medina's grandmother for me, if you don't mind? Let me know if you find out anything.
I'll do my best. But if she is protecting Gabriela, she will not betray her to me.
I understand. Thank you for saving my life.
Have hope, Max. I know someday you will be the owner of Bella Vista. Just as Don Alonso wishes.
Adios, Inspector Ramos. Sweet dreams.
Oh, hi, Paul. Any change?
No, she's the same.
It's 2 a.m., Clint. You want me to, I'll sit with Vicky, give you a break, maybe get some shut-eye?
No, Paul, I'm too wound up to sleep. I've been trying to talk to her. I guess she hasn't heard me yet.
You mind if I talk to her?
No, go ahead.
Well, we're all so mighty pleased with the progress you're making, Vicky. In the beginning, I tried to make bargains with God and spare your life. And I realized that it wasn't a question of bargains. It was a question of, like, who needed you the most? God in heaven or us here on earth? And I figured the answer is we needed you more. We thank the good Lord for, paying heed to our prayers.
was nice, Paul.
You know, I haven't told you yet about the celebration that Kevin and Joey have planned for you. They had Grandpa blowing up balloons, and they've got enough paper streamers to cover the whole town of Lambview. Your journey's been a real hard, tough one, sweetheart. But you're almost home. God has given you the strength to keep fighting, and if you just keep plugging away, well, you're going to be here with us. So you can't quit now, honey. You have to keep on fighting. Vicky, did you hear me?
Paul, she heard me. She squeezed my hand. Honey, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for all of us.
Wait, did she open her eyes?
No, Larry. She heard me. She squeezed my hand.
All right, fantastic. Now don't push, just let her rest. She will regain consciousness when she feels ready. Welcome back, Vicky.
Good morning.
It's about time. Where have you been? It's after 10.
Didn't Dad give you my message?
Yes, he did.
Then what's your problem?
You. Look, what you do on your own time is your own business. I don't care if you go out with an entire construction crew. But my business starts at 9 o'clock sharp. You got that? And I would appreciate it if you wouldn't leave messages for me with your father. It annoys him as well as me.
John Russell and Company. Oh, yes. Okay, I'll be there in a couple hours. Great. That was our friend from the medical examiner's office. They have the reports we need on the Whiteside death. Well, doesn't that make you happy?
You didn't hear a word I said, did you?
I heard what you said.
Oh, but you want to make the rules. Well, I got news for you. I'm still the boss here. I make the rules, and if you can't live with it, then you better quit.
John, I think you're just throwing a little jealous tantrum here.
Cassie, I mean it. I've had it with you.
Hey, Steve, how's it going?
Well, that's what I'm here to find out. George tells me that you were down in the basement this morning checking out some plants that we got stored down there.
Oh, yeah, I was. I used to do some estate work, you know, plants and things. And you're going to lose about half those plants if you don't move them.
Well, why don't you concentrate on painting and let somebody else worry about the plants?
Sorry, I was just trying to help. I'm finished with this wall, so you can move me to another suite.
You think this is a good paint job, Mike?
Well, it's not bad.
That stinks. You got streaks everywhere. You got paint on the floor. I'm not paying you for sloppy work. I told you when I hired you that I expect first-class work out of you, or I don't want to see you around here.
All right, look, Steve, I'm really sorry. I guess I picked up some bad habits the last job I was at. I swear, I'll do it over again and it'll be perfect. But don't fire me. I need this job.
Steve? Yeah, I'm in here. You got one more chance. That's it. I thought you were in Buenos Aires. Just got back. It's a quick trip. Did you get your ranch back from the authorities?
The authorities tried to put me in jail.
What?
Yeah, once I got down there, one of Dante Medina's henchmen decided to cut a deal with the police by telling them I was part of the cocaine operation.
Well, did you convince them that it wasn't true?
You kidding? I was lucky to slip out of the country before they threw me in jail and threw away the key.
Well, there must be something you can do to convince them that you didn't have any involvement with this.
Yeah, sure. Find Gabrielle Medina and she can clear everything.
So great. Find her and have her help you.
She's in hiding and no one knows where she is except her grandmother, who won't tell me a thing. Doesn't matter. She probably wouldn't help anyway.
Why not?
I'm not exactly what you call her favorite person.
Ah, so you had a thing going with her, huh?
I suppose you could say that.
And you walked out on her?
Hey, what's important right now is that I'm gonna get aced out of my ranch unless I can find a way to prove I'm innocent.
Max, why don't you just get a normal job and stop with all this wheeling and dealing?
You just can't stand the fact that I went out with Steve Holden last night.
As I recall, he asked you out to discuss business.
Yeah, we did touch on that subject.
So what did you tell him?
I told him that I think we can recommend enough people to staff the hotel security force.
Well, I already told him that. Where'd you go?
Do you really want to know?
Is there some reason I shouldn't?
No. We went to this little Egyptian place. It was fun. I mean, by the looks of the food, I don't think I would have really wanted to eat there, but it was all right. It was interesting.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
It's called Little Egypt. You ever been there?
No.
Well, you're a steak and potatoes kind of guy. I wouldn't recommend it to you anyway.
Are you going to go out with this guy again?
Maybe. He's sweet. We kind of got off on the wrong foot when I met him at that party that Charles threw for Mom, but that's all right. That's because he was with Diane. She was using him like she uses everybody else. But actually, I'm really glad that I was wrong about him.
Yeah, me too.
You are?
Uh-huh. Now maybe you'll get some work done around here instead of devoting all your time to stalking me.
How dare you? I wasn't stalking you.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a poor choice of words. Maybe I should say devoting so much attention to me. Is that better?
Yeah, you love the attention.
Wrong. It was wrong on your part, as well as mine for giving you even an ounce of encouragement. Maybe this Steve Holden will be good for you. Give you a chance to go out and have fun. Get back in the swing of things.
You really want me to go out with Steve again?
Well, I want you to be happy, Cassie. Maybe Steve can make that happen.
We are talking about one of the finest ranches in all of Argentina. I'm not walking away without a fight.
If you go back down there, they're going to throw you in jail for skipping the country at the very least. At least here you got your freedom.
It's not that simple.
Max, I understand how much this ranch means to you. I mean, I hope you get it back. I really do. But in the meantime...
In the meantime, I'm not into being a painter, all right?
Well, how about a carpenter?
Doesn't exactly make me want to dance either.
You still got that stash of money that you had tucked away?
I didn't gamble it away, if that's what you mean. But I don't know how much longer I'll be able to hold on to it.
Have you ever considered the possibility of setting a goal for yourself and then working hard to get it?
Steve, I set goals all the time.
Yeah, but what kind of goals? Winning big at the roulette table.
That's just recreation, not business. Now, come on, lighten up, would you? I appreciate the concern. It's nice. But don't work up a sweat over me. I'm going to be okay.
Oh, hey, damn, I almost forgot. Just after you left for Buenos Aires, the police commissioner called.
What do you want with me?
Well, I don't know. Something about a women's clothing company investment?
You must have the wrong guy. What do I know about women's fashion? Hey, buddy, what's your problem? Painter. What the hell are you finding so interesting about our conversation?
So Dr. Taylor removed the life support system.
Yes, Yeah, she was fighting the respirator. Dr. Taylor felt she might be more comfortable breathing on her own.
Oh, wonderful. Was Clint here most of the night?
Yeah.
Well, she hasn't regained consciousness yet, though.
No, but it shouldn't be too long now.
Well, I'm certainly glad she's continuing to improve.
Dr. Taylor thinks there's a very good chance she might regain her memory.
Well, I hope he's right for Vicky's sake.
Tom, I'm really sorry that things can't work out for both you and Clint.
Oh, Larry, I'm not sure I was entitled to the dreams I had for Vicky and me. If it hadn't been for the amnesia.
Well, it seems to me that she turned to you before she lost her memory.
Yeah, for friendship and support. But I had the feeling all along we were just on borrowed time. But I'm grateful that I was able to support her, and I was grateful for the fact that she did care about me.
Kidding me? I think without you, she couldn't have gone through that custody trial or the operation.
Well, she is a remarkable woman. She's proved that to everyone. If by some chance she doesn't regain her memory, of course I'll be here. But I have no illusions. If she does remember the past 8 years, then she'll choose Clint. But the important thing is she's alive and has a whole life ahead of her to live any way she wishes. Excuse me, Larry, I feel like a cup of coffee. Okay?
Yeah.
Vicky? Vicky?
Clint.
Oh, Vicky. Oh, this is wonderful.
Clint. Clint.
Are you in pain?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you're gonna be okay, honey.
I love you.
I love you. More than words can say. You just rest, honey. You just rest. Everything's gonna be just fine.
Did we send this report to the bank?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Sure dragging their heels on payment.
Well, why don't I call and check on it?
No, I'll call this afternoon. Hey, what about the Samuels folder? Did I file that?
No, I did. Well,
You okay?
yeah. You're jealous that I went out with Steve last night, aren't you?
I'm sorry to barge in. Hi, Ken.
Hello, Lila. Come on in.
I need to talk to you.
Yeah, I heard about that fire in your building. How's Ray?
Well, he's fine, physically. Listen, there's something that you've got to do for me.
Sure, name it.
You've got to find the person who started the fire.
Well, wait a minute. Why waste your money with me? I mean, Rafe's a cop. They look out for their own. I'm sure the guy won't remain free for too long.
Well, they have this notion that I paid someone to burn down my own building.
That's crazy. Why would anybody think that?
Well, they have their reasons.
What's the angle supposed to be? The insurance money?
I suppose. All I know is I didn't have anything to do with it. John, I'm desperate, and I need your help.
Conversation's nothing to me. I'm just minding my own business, trying to do my work.
You've been listening so hard, you painted that same section of wall a dozen times. Max, lay off, will you? I got enough problems without you raising hell with my crew.
I just want to get a straight answer out of the guy.
Yeah.
The guys are here with the carpeting. You want to check the truck? Make sure it's the right color this time?
Yeah, don't let him unload anything.
A big shot.
You talking to me?
I've been thinking what you asked me, and I think I've got an answer you might like.
Yeah, well, I'm listening. What the hell? Sanders.
Thought I was dead, did you?
Is she?
Oh, it's me, all right. And I've got something very important I want to tell you.
At first, she squeezed my hand, and when I looked at her, Larry, her eyes were open. I mean, she had those big, beautiful blue eyes wide open. And then she drifted off to sleep.
Well, did you say anything? Did she understand you?
Did she recognize you?
Well, she mumbled something, but I'm not sure that she was totally conscious or that she really knew just who she was talking to. I asked her if she was in pain and if she wanted anything, and I'm not sure she really understood me.
Larry, was she heavily sedated?
No, not heavily. We didn't want to do anything that might interfere with her respiration. I'm going to call Taylor, give him the good news.
Larry, what happens now? I mean, what's the next step?
Well, my guess is she'll drift in and out of consciousness for a while and probably not be aware of her surroundings for another day or so.
So I should stick around.
Well, you can't. Why don't you go home and tell the kids? That's a good idea. And you won't miss anything around here. If anything happens, I'll call you, all right?
Well, I would like to tell the boys in person.
Absolutely. Hey, it's been a great day, partner. All right. Okay, go on, get it.
I'm happy to see you doing so well, Victoria.
Am I?
Indeed you are.
Probably because you're such a stubborn woman.
You look very familiar. Do I know you?
I was assigned to your case while you were in crisis.
You took very good care of me.
I did my best.
Thank you. I'm so grateful.
It was a very rewarding experience for me, but now that your ordeal's over, you don't need me anymore.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes. But there's nothing to fear. Staff is very skilled, and they'll guide you through your recovery.
I feel exhausted.
Well, I'm not surprised. You fought hard to reach this point. But rest now. You deserve it.
Will I see you again?
One day. I wish you a long and happy life, Victoria.
We now join One Life to Live, already in progress.
2, I just heard about Vicky. Talked to one of the nurses out in the hall. She's on her way to a full recovery, Ma. Isn't that great news?
Yes, I heard the same news. I think it's just great.
Yeah, well, the best part of all is that I know that she's going to get her memory back. Of course, nothing is for sure yet, but if she does, just think about what that's going to mean, huh?
You have no idea what it means, Cord. When Vicky gets her memory back, she'll know what I did to her.
Ma, you okay?
Tom, Vicky's still pretty weak. I can't let you stay in there for more than a couple of minutes.
Well, I only want to go in there for a minute, Larry, that's all.
I gotta tell you, she may not recognize you.
I'll take that chance.
Yeah, but don't push it too hard.
Larry, I don't intend to go in there and compete with Clint
No,
for her
I'm sorry. I was not implying
no,
that.
I'm sorry. You had to say that's part of your job. The only thing that matters to me now is Vicky's well-being.
Okay. See you later.
Thank you.
What's the matter, Holden? You look like you've seen a ghost. How the hell did you get out of that river alive? It's what the natives down in Argentina called La Magia. So next time you and your buddies decide to go hunting for me, you better bring silver bullets. No, I think a plain old Lambie policeman will do. Don't even think about it. If you think I'm gonna get down on my knees and let you play executioner, Jamie, you better think again. Max, old sport, you've got it all wrong. I have no intention of bruising a single dimple on your face. All I want is a little friendly assistance. You can put that pea shooter right between my eyes and I wouldn't help you tie your shoes. But we are sensitive, aren't we? Just relax. As soon as you hear what I have to say, you'll be more than happy to lend me a hand. Fact is, you'll be downright grateful for the chance.
So happy.
Yeah, I reckon so. And now that Vicky is going to get her memory back, it's like the whole world is starting to make sense again.
Yes, it certainly seems so. Cord, you said that you came to some major decision?
Yes, I did, Ma. I'm going to ask Kate to marry me tonight.
Marry?
Well, I thought you'd be happy about this. I mean, I thought you approved of Kate. Oh, what is it? Are you worried about what people are going to say because it's so soon after Tina's death?
Oh, no, honey bunch. I try not to worry about what other people think. My concern is Kate's family, how they might react. I mean, you know that they're very proper
Which is why we are probably going to wait for a while before we announce our engagement in public. And then when their family feels that the right amount of time has passed, then we're going to have ourselves the biggest, bestest wedding that this town has ever seen.
Well, you sound like you're going to get a definite yes tonight.
Well, yeah, I think I am.
I've been talking to Kate, and I've been telling her how much I love her. And I know how much she loves me. So the way I see it, all that's left is the rice and the ring.
Oh, Cord. Cord, the last thing in the world that I want to do is spoil your happiness. I've made so many mistakes, and I just wish that I could undo some of them.
Look, Ma, I've been thinking, I don't understand what you did to me or why you did it. But we are family. And a family should be together in a time of happiness like we got coming up for us. So for this once, I'm going to look past what you did to me. And I'm going to try real hard not to look back and only look ahead at the future.
I really appreciate your understanding, Cord. I just hope that others will be as kind as you are.
What is that supposed to mean, Ma? Look, I don't even want to know. Look, I'm going to start taking my own advice, starting right here and right now. I'm going to go over and I'm going to see Kate right this very second. I'm not going to even wait till tonight.
Well, now, don't you catch that poor girl off guard.
Oh, don't worry. I'm ready to ask her the question, and I hope she's ready to give me an answer. And I hope that answer is going to be yes. Wish me luck, Ma.
Good luck.
Why don't you just put that gun down and tell me what's bubbling through that brain of yours? Somehow I think you'll listen more closely if I keep the gun pointed at you. All right, let's have it. They told me you were a pretty cool customer, a real hustler. Flattery's not going to get you anywhere. What do you want? Diamonds. It seems a friend of mine managed to lose a stash worth over $500,000. I'd say you got a pretty stupid friend. That's why he's an ex-friend. But back to the point. I need someone to help me get those stones and bring them back to me. Where'd your ex-friend lose this stuff? They're buried in one of the potted plants here at the Vernon Inn. And for obvious reasons, I can't go rummaging around through every flower pot to find them. So that's your hotshot assignment for me, huh? Digging through the local fauna, trying to find those diamonds before somebody sees me? Sorry, I don't think that's my style. Look, I need those diamonds to get out of town. And once I have them, you and the rest of Landview won't have to ever see me again. Yeah, you know what I think? I think once I get those diamonds to give them to you, you're going to kill me right then and there. So why don't I just close my eyes and let you shoot me now? I told you I don't want to kill you. Funny. I can't think of anything I'd rather do than kill you. If it weren't for you, Tina would have never gone near those Iguazu Falls, and she and the baby would still be alive. For a smart guy, you're sadly mistaken. I didn't kill Tina Roberts. I was there, Jamie. I know what you did. You don't know nothing, Holden. For your information, Tina Roberts is very much alive.
It's all right. You won't wake me. I think I've slept enough for 2 lifetimes.
I really don't know what to say. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. Absolutely magnificent.
Well, I doubt that very much, but thank you for saying it. I am so grateful just to be able to open my eyes and see the people that I care about and to say how very sorry I am for all the pain that caused.
You don't have to apologize for anything. Especially to me. Vicky, I have so many things I want to say to you, all the way from welcome back to you'll never know how much you've been missed. But first, I'd like to ask you something.
You want to know if I got my memory back?
Try.
Yes, Tom. I did. I don't remember everything yet, but it seems every hour more things come back to me.
I see. What kind of things?
Important things. I remember that I'm married to Clint Buchanan, that I have 2 sons and a daughter, and that they are my family, my precious family that I've hurt very deeply.
That's good you remember. It's the way it should be.
Tom, I also remember what I said to you before the operation.
Larry said I wasn't to stay in here too long.
Please sit down, please. I know that I told you that no matter what happened after the operation, I would still want to be with you.
Oh, you were very heavily sedated. You said a lot of things.
I know exactly what I said, and I knew it then. I also know now that it was very, very wrong of me to say that.
But you don't have to say anything else.
Tom, please. I want you to know that the feelings I had for you, the love that I felt for you when I was suffering from the amnesia, the caring and the mutual respect and the affection that we felt for each other, none of that has changed. If anything, I'm more grateful to you than I ever was before.
I never asked for your gratitude.
I know you didn't. That's why it's not very easy to tell you what has changed. You see, Tom, I've recovered something that I didn't even know I'd lost. My love for my husband.
Oh, I figured as much. I saw Clint when he left the room a while ago, and he was one happy man.
I have to make certain that you understand what happened. I didn't plan it, Tom. I didn't even dream it was possible. But along with my love for Clint came my memory. And I can't turn my back on my husband. Not after all the pain I put him through. Can you understand that?
That's impossible.
When will the good people of Landview realize that when Jamie Sanders is involved, nothing is impossible?
I knew you were sick, but I didn't realize how pathetic. I saw Tina go over the Iguazu Falls. There's no way she could have survived that plunge.
That's true. And there's no way I could have lived to tell the story. And I did, didn't I? Aren't you the least bit curious as to how I did it?
Clean living? Or the piranha just didn't think you were worth eating?
Better. Some friendly Indians scooped me up out of the river and tended my wounds. And then I stayed in the jungle long enough to convince the world that Jamie Sanders was dead. And I intend to keep it that way.
She got more than 9 lives. Doesn't mean Tina survived.
If you had some sense, which at this moment is debatable, you'd take my word for it.
Why should I?
Because if you don't, you'll never know for sure whether Tina is really alive or not. And if she is, how to get to her.
Nice bluff, Sanders. But if Tina were still alive, she'd find a way to contact somebody.
She would if she could, but she can't.
If she's still alive and you can help her.
Don't threaten me, sport. She is alive, and I'm the only one who can help her. Imagine that. Jamie Sanders, along with my other many talents, I can also raise the dead.
Why don't you just give me 5 minutes alone with you without that gun?
Why don't you just relax? If you don't help me find the diamonds, I have no intention of pulling this trigger. But as for poor Tina, what people believe has happened to her will happen to her. And if you don't help me, she will be dead. And this time for good.
The naturalness of some foods.
And they tasted. Ooh, I know.
Excuse me, but I am the one with the gun.
Yeah, but you said it yourself. If you wanted to pull that trigger, I would have been dead a long time ago. What I want from you is a written confession. In your own hand, naming everybody involved in the coca operation in Buenos Aires.
No way, Guy. Everyone thinks I'm dead, and dead men don't write confessions.
So you post-date the document, and I find it in a week or 2. By then, you're long gone. You want your diamonds? Well, I want back the ranch that I lost because Enrico said I was an accomplice. And we got a deal, or don't we?
I suppose that's the least I can do. As long as I get my diamonds first.
You get them back. But before I hand them over to you, I want that written confession, and I want proof that Tina's still alive.
You'll get exactly what you want. It's a deal.
Deal.
Now you better run along and find those gems for everyone concerned. You, me, and Tina.
You know, Vicky, I never really had any illusions about what was going to happen after the operation.
You knew I was going to get my memory back?
Well, let's say when I prayed for your recovery, I prayed that you would come back to us whole, not only physically, but mentally.
Even if that meant...
Yeah, even if it meant you choose Clinton instead of me. So I can't call foul now, can I?
You'd have every right to. I think anyone else in your position might think that he'd been used. Tom, can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing, Vicky. Absolutely nothing in the world to forgive you for. You have a whole life ahead of you now, and I have a life of my own. And that's as it should be.
Tom, I'm so sorry.
Remember, Larry told me not to stay in here very long. So, you get your rest.
You get out of that bed soon.
Okay. Because your family needs you.
So do your friends.
How you doing? Do me a favor, tell Kate I'm here and I have to see her right away.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Roberts, but Miss Kate is indisposed at the moment.
Oh, well, I guess I just have to find her and unindisposed her, huh?
But, sir, Miss Kate left strict
Look, I tell you
instructions...
what, once she hears what I've got to say, she's not going to mind at all. Thank you very much. Yo, Kate!
Cord?
Kate! Oh, there you are.
Cord? Don't look at me, okay?
Why?
Because, I look like a nightmare.
Oh, a dream maybe, but never a nap.
No, Cord, I mean it really. I'm dead serious.
Kate, come on. I saw you in a cave-in over in Devil's Claw. Who cares if your hair's up? It's no big deal to me.
Cord, no, really, don't. Come on, you'll scream. Please.